If you are a young manager, you feel stressed, aren't you? I feel you. Many years ago, I was promoted to become a country sales manager. I feel the pressure, enormous pressure. The work pressure was very, very intense. So I actually understand for those who just become a manager from a single contributor positions, it is totally okay for you to feel miserable and vulnerable. So if you are a young manager, this is the series, this is the episode for you. I'm going to tell you 3 competency that you are going to improve, they're going to equip yourself. And to me, I think the last one, to me personally, is very important. The competency number 1 is, do you have the leadership skill? Leadership skill is something can be learned. Now, to make the life easy for you, I make it simplified. Leadership comes from the form of leading self, leading team, and leading the company. First, you need to lead yourself, setting a good example, walk the talk, lead the team, make the life easier for you and the team. If you yourself cannot demonstrate the leading by example by your own self, no way we're talking about a good leadership. So start with yourself, leading yourself. Point number 2, you need to be able to have the idea of how do you make a strategic decision. Now, in our career life, a lot of times is decision making. In fact, in the whole life of ours, from a babies to before you go into the coffin, I think it's about choices. It's about how do you make smart choices. Decision making can be learned. It's a skill sets that you need to know what is the common goal, what is the options that I have in hand, and how do I make it happen. So it's about prioritization. So I urge that you need to study a little bit of decision making. How do you select the criteria? How do you make the resources optimization of it? This is a skill that you need to learn. Number 3, to me, is the most important. Is about learning, unlearn, relearn. It's a process of we are telling ourselves that, hey, it is okay for me to show vulnerable in front of my team member, but I have my own justification why this thing has to be done. Do not put yourself as a self-centered. You are ignoring the feedback. You are not having a two-way dialogue, because when you are not learning, unlearn, and relearn, you are not growing already. And I know it is very painful, or rather it is very uncomfortable when you have something that you don't know. But it's okay to ask help from the stakeholders, even a downline or your superior. Timing to reach out for help is also crucial for a young manager to be a young leader. So it is okay to feel vulnerable. It is okay to admit that we can be a better version of ourselves from a single contributor, a subject matter expert, to become a people manager. You need to lead yourself before you lead a good team. And then only you can lead a good organization. So I hope today onwards, be open, learn, unlearn, relearn to be a good manager. If you like this episode, please like and share to the network.